All right, people. Thank you again for joining us on Big B Sports Talk. We got to talk about Mike Tomlin, man. We have got to talk about Mike Tomlin and what kind of job he did with the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Again, as always, please remember to subscribe, like, comment. It helps the algorithm out. I appreciate all of that from you guys, man. Thank you. We just went over 4,100. We are growing. We are growing. Now let's get into this. Mike Tomlin, man. Look, as you know, I am on record of saying, as a diehard Steeler fan, it's time to move on from Mike Tomlin. I said it a month ago. It's time to move on from Mike Tomlin. Now, do I still stand on those same principles? Yeah, I still think I do. Although, if they win a playoff game, I will be the first person to say I will be backpedaling like crazy and saying, no, we got to keep Mike Tomlin. But taking a deeper dive into this, man, look, when they lost to Arizona and they lost to New England back-to-back at home, I said the Steelers aren't going to win another game. I was on record at the beginning of the year saying the Steelers were going to win 10 football games this year. I looked at that schedule and what the Steelers had. I said, we're winning 10 football games. No question, no doubt. You can go back and look. Check all the posts from preseason. I was on record. I said the Steelers were going to win a minimum of 10 games. Well, as it turns out, they got there. But I didn't think the Steelers were winning another football game after they lost to New England. I said, it's over. They're not going to be Indianapolis. I looked at the schedule coming ahead. Cincy, who was playing well. Seattle, who was playing well. And Baltimore, even though they were going to sit starters, I figured, I'm like, nah, we're not going there and winning the game. It was over. That didn't happen. Not only did it not happen, it happened with the third string quarterback coming off the scrap heap and playing lights out football. Now, some people are going to say it was against bad defenses. It hasn't mattered. The Steelers hadn't played good offense all year. It didn't matter what kind of defense we were playing against. Mason Rudolph was able to put it together. You got to give Mike Tomlin credit for going to him. Now, granted, it couldn't have got any worse under Mitchell Trubisky, who, again, how is that guy even in the league? Having said that, he at least made the move. He fired Matt Canada, something I didn't think he was going to do. When he didn't fire him at the end of last year when we knew the offense was terrible, I thought, well, Mike Tomlin's just going to go down with the ship. He made a move, finally. And it seemed to work because there has been a plan on offense the last 3 weeks. You can see it. They've made a considerable effort to run the football, to run the football with a plan, setting up plays. It's working. It's working with Mason Rudolph. Mike Tomlin made the call. Good for him. And the way that the guys still galvanized and won the last 3 games, backs against the wall. It's Mike Tomlin. He did it again to us, people. He did it again. Now, again, are we okay with getting to the playoffs and losing again in the first round of the playoffs? I personally am not. I'm not. Now, am I going to beat up on the Steelers if they don't trade Mike Tomlin? Because I always thought they should trade him. They shouldn't just fire him. Trade him, get something for him, and move on from him that way. You can't just fire Mike Tomlin. That's insane. But I thought they should try. I still think they should trade him. If we can't win a playoff game. Now, look, we're beat up. We got injuries. I mean, no matter how many middle linebackers we keep putting in there, the guys keep getting hurt. But you know what? We're getting our safeties back this week. KZ and Fitzpatrick are going to play. Watt's going to be out. We're going to Buffalo. Buffalo's playing good, but are we scared? I mean, I don't know that we're scared of Buffalo. Josh Allen will throw us the football a couple of times. We just got to catch it. What do they do that the Steelers should be afraid of? I don't think there's anything. If any time that Mike Tomlin can pull something else out of his hat, which he did these last 3 games, you have to give him credit. This would be an opportunity. Go up to Buffalo and win. Go show us, Mike Tomlin. Like I said, I've always said Mike Tomlin was a great football coach. He might not be great for Pittsburgh anymore. And that's okay. But if he goes to Buffalo and wins, I will be the first person to tell you I was wrong. I'm going to backpedal, and I'm going to say we have to keep Mike Tomlin as long as he wants to stay. But if that doesn't happen and we go up to Buffalo and get blown out, then I'm going to stay on the horn. But for right now, you got to give the man his due. You got to give this man his due. Mike Tomlin, he did it again, people. He did it again.